A while ago, I made a series of shorts where I basically just gave my ideas on hat placements in Big Scary, which was already over 4 months ago. So today, I'm gonna be making these ideas, along with some extra ones that I didn't talk about in my shorts, and turn them into actual models using Blender. But before I start making these, I still need to make like a base hat so that I can modify it and turn it into original looking hats. And I could probably just ask Shrek, the owner of Big Scary, for the default hat model, but... So I'm just gonna speed this part up pretty quick because I just want to get to the good stuff. And yeah, boom, there we go. But no. You see, I actually made that whole hat out of one singular object. So I'm not able to color different parts of the hat to make it look all good for different ideas. So I have to make it again. And yep, okay, looks good. Get it out of here. Now we can finally start turning these ideas into actual models. And for this first one, I wanted to go all out on an amazing looking royal crown. For this, I had to make sure that every tiny little detail was at the perfect quality. What happened? So yeah, I tried to give the spikes on the hat depth, but it just didn't work. So I think it's safe to say that this video is over. Of course I'm just kidding. This time I'm actually gonna do something good, and this time it's gonna be based on level 9, and it's gonna be a spider hat. So the first thing I did was try to find the right shape for the eye. And then I just made it red, just like the spider in level 9. And then I just copy and pasted it a bunch. Just like so, and yep. Then I made some of them bigger and moved them apart. And now it's time for the actual main part of this hat, which is the legs. So first I just made one, and then of course, I copy and pasted it. Oh my God. Boom, here we go. I think this actually turned out really, really well. But after I made it, I thought it would look better if the legs were actually grabbing onto your face. So just to pretend that it looks, yeah, there we go. For this next one, I actually have no idea how this isn't already in the game as a cosmetic for you to use. It's literally just a top hat. Now it's time for the ultimate montage. Which is also just me not wanting to do a voiceover for this part. Yippee, it's finished. And yeah, I do know that one of the mods, I don't remember who, does have this top hat, but I don't even think they can actually wear it. It's just kind of there in the staff room to be like, whoa, look, it looks cool, but you're not allowed to wear it. But yeah, I just wanted to make it for fun, and I think it turned out pretty cool. It only took like 2 minutes to make, so hopefully Shrek can also take 2 minutes to make this into the game. I'm just joking, by the way. I'm very calm all the time. But jokes aside, I hope this does get added to the game one day. But now we can move on to our next hat, which is based off of level 13, and it's an eyeball hat. So first I made the hat white, then I whitened the light, then I added hexagons that are directly in the middle, tilted each of them just by a little to make it look like you're being hypnotized. Subscribe to my channel. Buy my icon set and monkey tag. Watermelon. Well, anyways, I'm very proud of this one. I just wanted to try doing something unique with like the actual light instead of just putting it on top of the hat. So yeah, I think that was a success. These two next hats are pretty much just opposites of each other. And they're based off of sun and moon. Not those ones, these ones. What the hell? So this first one is nothing special. I just made the hat yellow, which took a lot longer than I thought. And after that struggle, which really should have only lasted for 10 seconds, is adding the sun rays to make it, you know, look like the sun. And for some reason, this also took a lot longer than I thought. Like, seriously, I could have had this thing done in like 1 minute, and it took me like 10 minutes. Like, come on, what was I thinking? Whoa, it actually looks pretty cool. Well, we can move on to the next one now. Now that we finished the sun, now we can work on the second half of this little bundle, I guess you could call it, which is the moon. And this one has a unique gimmick that I really want to show you, but first you're just gonna have to watch me make it from scratch. Whoa, it's already finished. I'm just joking, I just forgot to record. But that does give me a little more time to explain what this thing is actually about, because it is pretty complicated. At first, this thing may look super stupid, like the bottom part just kind of sticks out, but I promise there's a reason for it. So the two semispheres you see are actually constrained to that little cube in the middle, which basically means like locking objects to other ones. And since they're locked to the cube, if you start spinning the cube, now if you look at the top, it looks like it's exactly just going through different phases of the moon. So in game, this could probably just spin the cube around, and hopefully the bottom part would just be hidden in your head. It'll just spin constantly and constantly. It'll look like you're getting hypnotized. I'm just kidding. Now, we're on to our very last hat.
Yes, I can't believe it.
He's finally gonna shut up. What was that for? Well, anyways, let me get back to what I was gonna say. We are on to our very final hat. This one is one I've been wanting in the game for such a long time, and I really, really hope they add this one day. It is a burger hat. This one might be the most complicated one in this video, but basically I made the little band around the light brown to be like the patty for the burger. And then I also took off the top of the burger and then added another sphere to be kind of like the top bun. And after I did that, making sure it looked like the normal hat, now I can start adding some toppings. Or what is it even called, the things that go inside of a burger? Oh, well, anyways, first I added cheese. I also made sure to like tilt it and size it down so it looked a little more random. Then I added some onions. And I also gave them some depth, made them like layer on top of each other by rotating them. And as the last thing I'm gonna put on this burger is tomatoes. That'll go directly underneath the onions. And then after that, I just basically just made sure everything looked pretty good. And yeah, that's the whole hat. Also, sorry if the order of the things I put on the burger was wrong. Don't get mad at me. Well, anyways, that is the end of the video. I really like how all these ended up looking, mostly. I really enjoyed making this, and if you have any ideas of what hats I can make, then maybe I'll turn it into a part 2. I probably will make a part 2 anyway, because I already had quite a few other ideas that I scrapped, because I didn't want this video to be too long. So yeah, there's probably going to be multiple parts to this, if you want it at least. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and goodbye!